Crafty here with another process video. Now this was actually a live I did on the Paper Issues Facebook page, Paper Issues Friends and Fans. So if you want to go check it out and watch it live, you can. I just did another live there on the 18th. That one was lots of fun and was my traveler's notebook. Since I won't be posting that here, I figured I'd post this one instead, because this one was a few weeks ago. This was earlier in the month, but I wanted to share it with you guys just because, yeah, it's fun. So if I'm making weird gestures, just ignore me. So what I did is I went into my Vicky Bouton Wildflowers and Honey. I love this collection. I have so much of it. I really need to dig into it more, so I'm trying to get into it more. But I went ahead and used a Paper Issues free cut file and cut out this circle cut file, which ends up being a lovely grid, which are, I love cut files. Grid layouts are easy to work with because you know what you need to do. You know where stuff needs to go. It's just figuring out where photos are. And this cut file is perfect because it gave you 4 circles, 4 perfect spots for photos in my head. You could also layer up a title in one of them, but I ended up going with the title in the center. And then just kind of filling 4 quadrants and having a lot of fun with the ephemera and the puffy stickers and using some washi tape. So first I figured I had to figure out what paper I wanted to use behind the cut file, and we opted for, was asking the people the other fellow crafters who are watching, what color worked best, and we all decided the yellow was perfect. So this layout is a little crazy, but it's a lot of bright, fun colors, and it really emulates the fun memory I had of this day. And I end up using this awesome day off the puffy sticker sheet for my title. Now this day was a ton of fun. It was called the Ocean Road Festival. It was done at some local farm place. I'm going to call it farm place because it's not a traditional farm place. Definitely more of a modern farm place where they just kind of like had a hobby farm. And they had goats and potbelly pigs, Shetland ponies, sheep, all sorts of creatures. They had a wallaby. They had peacocks, chickens, turkeys. They had like activities for kids. They had bounce houses. They had vendors selling things. It was a lot of fun. They only did it for a few years. I'm pretty sure they don't do it anymore, and I could see why not. It's a lot of work. But the day was so much fun, and my kid was just old enough. This was back in 2015. So he was almost 3, and he was having a blast. He thought it was so much fun. So I thought it would be great to take this bright, fun collection and all of these fun memories and use it to scrapbook these photos of him feeding some of the animals when we went there. So let you skip seeing me back the cut file with the photos, so I'll mount the photos underneath, and I used the cutout circles that were in those spots to like trace around on the photo so I knew where they went, and then I glued the background, the yellow in the back. Trimmed off the little spots that maybe I didn't line it up correctly. But hopefully I cut out a lot of the boring stuff. I'm pretty sure I did. But just putting some washi tape on the top left and the bottom right, kind of creating that diagonal design down there, but I do end up putting something basically in every little spot on this grid layout. Because after I started embellishing, I couldn't stop. And I have so much of this collection that I might as well use it up. This is one of those collections where I was like, buy all the things, you know, and now I'm like, okay, I have all this I need to use. But what's great is I also ordered Let's Wander, and it looks like some of the colors will kind of coordinate, so I'm hoping whatever I don't use with this, or I can use vice versa. And these puffy sheets, I mean gold and black, those are versatile for whatever collection you're using. So, but going through the puffy stickers, I want to use this banner up here. I strategically ripped the blue washi tape because it had the words on it. So the upper left says tell the story, and the bottom right one just says live. And then I did that like orangey red color with the gold pattern. And I'm going to use a lot of the gold puffy stars from that puffy sheet. So I do end up kind of trimming them out and setting them aside eventually. Just going through my ephemera too. And so now that I set up kind of my diagonal from the top left to the bottom right, I'm realizing I really want to fill the other quadrants as well. But I don't want to fill them to the point that I'm like covering up the beautifulness, cat cameo, the really pretty, delicate like stripes that cut file cut. I really like that. So I don't want to cover it up. I want you to be able to see a touch of it at least in all the 5 spots that it exists. So I don't want to cover it up with a giant circle or that giant flower. Went through a lot of ephemera. But then I decided I finally maybe could use one of these giant paper clips. I really don't know what to do with them. If anybody else is struggling with them, if you have them, let me know some ideas. But I like what I did here is I like paper clipped with the paper clip. Say that 10 times fast. That heart to that circle, adding kind of to the circle theme, but not covering up that delicate striped nature of the cut file. And then I end up layering some words on that from the chipboard stickers, and then some puffy hearts later. And then now this project, or this card, 3x4 card, I really liked the hello and the circle detail on it, but I didn't want it as a card, so I fussy cut it out, and I thought that was perfect. It fits really well in that spot, and that would be a really good spot for journaling as well. So I end up doing my journaling there and finding that little flag, so it says hello happiness essentially, and then I'll eventually tuck some puffy stars over there too. And then now doing some layering up of some of the ephemera over down on the right. I loved the yellow in this tag. It brought kind of the yellow all together, just making this layout super bright. And then layering up another circle piece to continue my circle theme. And then eventually a circle sticker, and then a chipboard phrase will go there as well, and some puffy hearts, or stars, sorry. So a lot of things sprinkled throughout. Getting those stickers down, and realizing quickly that none of those stickers stick. You have to glue everything down, which is kind of a bummer. It's too bad. Come on, manufacturers, get your stuff together. But just finishing touches and getting the words on and my puffy stars, and that is it. So thank you for watching. Like I said, if you want to check out the live, go check that out. Otherwise, use my code JQ22 for 20% off at paperissues.com. Bye!